Here are my stubborn fig cuttings. They've been in this water for 2-3 weeks now. No leaves on them. But look at what they have. Look at the roots. But yet, no leaf at the top. 3 weeks. Look at all the roots that they have. Look at. But it's only in the water there you see that new growth. You see that new growth there? You see? But the one at the top does not have new growth. But look at the roots. Look at this one. Look at the roots in this water. Look at. But no leaves on them. No leaves on them. Let me remove this. Look at these long roots. Look at them. Look at the roots there. You see? Look at roots here. But no leaves on them. Even this one. Look at. They have roots. But no leaves. All because the temperature in this room is not warm enough. It's not warm enough for them. So I'm going to uproot them in soil and then put them in a rooting dome to provide some heat to help the leaves. Look at this. Supposed to have opened up all this while, but it's not. So I will take them to my garden shade and then uproot them in soil. Okay. I have my soil mixed with perlite and peat moss. There's peat moss in there to keep the soil moist, and perlite for drainage and aeration. And this is the cup LSU Holia. So I'm going to put just a little bit of soil because this cutting is a very long cutting. You see? So if I put that there, you see? So I'm going to use my hand to put soil so that I don't break that long root. You see? So, so gently I put the soil. You see? It's covering, now it has covered the root. And then I'm going to put a lot of soil because it's a long cutting so that it can produce a lot of roots. You see, and that's it. So I'm going to do the remaining ones and then we'll see it. Okay, I've transferred them into the soil. And then what I would do, okay, see, I've given them water. I will leave it here for a while so that the water can drain out before putting it in this heat dome. Yeah, I'm using it as a heat dome for them. So I will wait. I will leave them here for a while before taking them inside. Okay, I've brought the cuttings inside. Now the plan was to put them in here But the problem is the cuttings are very, very long. Now, some people will have cut those cuttings into two. Sometimes I do that too. But in this case, I have 3 cuttings of it, of the same variety, and they're all very long. So I decided not to cut them because I have 3 cuttings. So and that's why I'm planting them the way I received them from the seller. But this one is a different variety and is a shorter cutting. I think I cut this cutting into 2 because the cutting is very long. And I only got, I think, just 1 cutting of this variety. So I cut it into 2. So I can have 2 cuttings, and then if both root successfully, that will be good. If it's only 1, okay. So now I'm going to cover it up. And this one here, I'm going to cover it up here too. And then we'll leave it and see how long it will take for these stubborn cuttings to root or to bring out leaves, because they have roots, but what we need is the leaves. It's been 2 weeks now that I put these stubborn cuttings in hidden dome. 2 weeks. Look at what is happening. And for the 2 weeks, I've not watered it. Still the same water that I gave it 2 weeks ago. Look at that. 2 weeks. Wow. 2 weeks. Look at the roots. Look at. Wow. Roots coming out of the bottom holes. Look at that. This is wait, let me hold it well. This is Brazilian XP. So now what this need is to put it under a light indoors, or you take it out and you leave it in greenhouse or a garden shade where it will have sunlight. Okay, let me put this on here carefully. Look at this one here. 2 weeks after. I'm not seeing a root, but you can see new growth. Okay, so I'm going to put it back in here, but this one I will take it out. And let's see, look at the tip of this one. It's still green. It's green in color. Okay. No root showing yet. Okay, let's look at this one here. Ooh. Look at the massive roots. Wow. Wow, look at all these roots. This one is what? Eretabe gigantina. Look at the growth there. Oh, wow. So, waiting for a growth at the top there, but there is a growth down there. Look at those roots. Wow. And look at this one. Wow. Look at the growth. This one is Violet de Solis. Look at that growth. Look at the roots showing at the bottom here. Look at roots. Okay. So this will go under the light, or put it in a garden shade or in a greenhouse where to get sunlight. So I have 3 that I'll be putting out. 1, 2, 3. Wow. This is how you do it with these stubborn cuttings. Okay, I've put them in my garden shade. Now they are receiving sunlight. Within few days, you will see that all these leaves will become green. It looks yellowish now because they were inside the heating dome. No light in there. But now that I've put them in my garden shade and they are receiving sunlight, so we'll come back and check them in few days' time. It's been more than a week that I took these stubborn cuttings to the garden shade, and it's been cloudy most of the days. So I decided to bring it in and put it under the light. So I brought it in yesterday evening, and then we'll leave it here and see the growth since it's been cloudy outside. So they're not changing colors in the garden shade. So now they're in there, we will see how long it will take for the leaves to be greener and for them to grow more. 8-9 days ago, I brought in 4 of these stubborn fig cuttings. I brought 4. You can see even the mark, remember? And then we started with 7 cuttings from the beginning. It was, I took 3 cuttings to the garden shade first. Then, excuse me, then I added 1. And then when I brought them in, it was just 4. You can see the mark, 1, 2, 3, 4. But after I brought in the 4 cuttings in, 2 more cuttings rooted in the heating dome. So now it's 6. Remember, we started with 7 stubborn fig cuttings. Now, this is the 7th one. But look at, let me show you something here so you can see. You see? This one is just bringing out leaf bud. But look at the roots. You see the roots? Look at the roots it has. But it is taking its time to leaf out. So because of that, I'm going to put it back into the heating dome so that the leaf can grow out some more before I will bring it out and then put it under the light. But look at a big difference. Now this one and this one, I don't know if the heat from the light is too much for them, but the bottom leaves all just dried up. But something is happening down there, you see. So I want to thank God for the successful routine of these stubborn fig cuttings. I'm telling you, look at the process we had to go through to get these cuttings rooted. Stubborn fig cuttings. But look at it. Doing beautiful. The colors have changed to green. Now, look at this container here. Look at it. Now, you can do it two ways. If you don't want fungus gnats, then don't be putting water too much from the top. You have to put water from the bottom. And then when the top of the soil is getting dried, once in a while you can feed it from the top. Now also I want you to see this. In that water, that is soluble fertilizer. You see, people make mistake when they root fig cuttings. They forget that this fig cutting has limited nutrient in this cutting when it was pruned, when it was cut from the fig tree, because the fig trees in fall, all of the nutrients go down into the roots and get stored there. So by the time you cut these cuttings from the fig trees, after the nutrients have been stored in the roots, you only have limited nutrients. So when you root them, they use the nutrients. The little amount of nutrient in this cutting is what they use to root. But when they start growing like this, then you want to give them, look at that, soluble fertilizer. Not a strong strength, just a weaker strength of the soluble fertilizer. You can give it half or quarter amount that you're supposed to put in 1 gallon of water. If you have to put like 1 tablespoon to 1 gallon, you can give them either a quarter or half tablespoon to 1 gallon of water, because their roots are still tender. I don't want to give them too strong soluble fertilizer. But as they grow, then you can increase the strength of the fertilizer. But look at this. Look at beautiful. Look at. You see, I gave them soluble fertilizer not too long ago. So the excess is right there. They will take it in. And then the next time, I will pour it directly into this container that I bought from Dollar Tree store for $1.25. I bought it $1.25 from Dollar Tree store. And then that is it. This is how you successfully root stubborn fig cuttings. This is how you successfully root stubborn fig cuttings. So I want to thank you for watching this video. Please like this video. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel and click on the notification bell next to the subscription button and click on all, so that every time I upload new video, you will be notified. Thank you so much. And I want to thank all of my subscribers. I appreciate you guys. And I will see you guys again in my next video. God bless you real good. Bye.